Alright, today is Sunday. We're gonna try to get this thing open and see if we can see if it's a filter in here. But before I do that, 1322 College Street, Memphis, Tennessee. That's 1322 College Street, Memphis, Tennessee. I want you to pull up on Google Maps. I'm gonna grab my gloves up out of this truck. Pull up this address. This is the house I used to live in 2017. Pull it up, I'll talk about it in just a second. Take my gloves over here. It's on the other side. Yeah, man, get the street view. Look at it on the street view. 1322 College Street, Memphis, Tennessee. Pull up on the street view. See, sometimes you get introduced to stuff early in life without you knowing. See, 2016, me and my ex was living out of hotel rooms, mainly the same hotel room over in Olive Branch, Mississippi. I want to say it was like a Comfort Inn or something like that. I got videos in front of this hotel when I hit that lease truck. We was living out the hotel room and looking at how much we were spending, you know, I don't know, 120 a night, 130, something like that. Eventually, my aunt said, hey, we should just move into a house or something like that. She called up one of her family members, and a family member had this house abandoned. It was just abandoned, just empty. Just they wasn't renting it out. It was just nobody was living there. They said, hey, instead of y'all, you know, paying all that money in hotel rooms, just live here and, you know, just give me $400 a month in rent. Okay, cool, no problem. So we moved in. 1322 College Street, Memphis, Tennessee. $400 a month rent. I don't remember what water, lights, and gas and all that. I don't know, man. Same price it is today, I guess. $75 a month, $100 a month, something like that. I don't remember. So pull up to the house. Pull up to the house. You know, no, I don't see anything wrong with it. Gave us the keys. Well, nah, wait a minute. Let me take that back. My ex moved into it first because I was still on the road. She had moved in and you know, she was there on day one, fixed it up and all that. Then I came, bought some furniture over at, I think it was Royal Furniture. I don't know if they're still in business. Got some furniture and stuff put in. And I lived in this house for approximately, I think, a year. I think we made an entire year before we ended up moving to the next house, which was in 2018, that brand new house. But taking it back to that 1322 College Street, the whole time I was living in this house, and the videos are still on YouTube. You know, I shot plenty of videos inside this house. I done live feeds on the porch. If you want to see these videos, you gotta go to my channel and scroll all the way back to 2017. And when you see me on home time, that's the house. I want to say it was a 4-bedroom house. 4-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 2 restrooms, an attic, no basement, kitchen, all that stuff, walk-in closet, plenty of space, man. I don't know what the square footage of the house is, but it was plenty of space for us. Whole time I lived in this house, didn't see nothing wrong with it. You know, the outdoor of it probably could use maybe a paint job or something, you know, but it's brick. It's a brick house, but you could maybe paint the brick, you know, red or something like that. But what I'm getting at is, it wasn't until when her sister, my ex sister, came to us Well, she didn't really come to us, you know. Really, what happened? Somebody knocked on the door. I done told this story a million times, but a guy had knocked on our door right before Christmas, and this was right before I got the flat top. I got the flat top, I want to say like August or September of 2018. So this was 2018. I'm talking about then, because I had just got the flat top, and I think this happened like 2 months later. Or was this in 2017? Y'all know I don't know the dates like that, but whatever the case may be, got knocked on the door. He was like, "Hey man, I'm here to tour the house." I said, "Tour the house? I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing. No, I don't know nothing about no tour, no house, brother. I don't know nothing about." He said, well, you know, the house is up for sale, and you know, I'm here to purchase it. Well, not purchase it, but I'm here to get a tour. The landlord said that you would give me a tour. And, you know, she said I already had tenants in there, and I'm just looking to buy the house. Y'all can stay here. Well, I didn't know the house was up for sale. Nobody told me anything. My ex didn't know the house was for sale. But long story short, her sister had ran into some financial trouble, and she just had to instantly, you know, sell this property, which I'm fine with that, you know, but after my ex called her to see why this dude was on the porch, that's when she had told us all this. And she did give us an opportunity to buy it. The problem is, it was such a short notice. And I had just spent $15,000 on the flat top, plus, you know, repair bills that I had in the shop, to where I couldn't just instantly come up with that kind of money. I didn't plan for it. I wasn't an owner operator yet, so I didn't just have money stashed up. I was coming from being a company driver, and I had just made a large purchase. Trying to think. I didn't reach out to the bank. I didn't have credit at the time. I don't even think I had my first credit card at the time. I didn't have no credit, so there was no trying to get a loan or anything. Or so I thought. I never reached out to the bank to see. But anyways, I said, well, how much do you want for the house? She wanted $25,000 for it. $25,000. What I'm getting at is, when I first moved into the house, now I'm looking at, that's why I'm telling you to look at it on Google Maps. I didn't know at all that house was $25,000. I didn't know I was living in a $25,000 house. The inside of it didn't suggest that it was a $25,000 house. It didn't feel no different than my father's house or my brother's house. It didn't feel no different. Nothing about it said that it was a $25,000 house. I didn't, you know, because I didn't been in, you know, $100,000 houses. There was no difference. In fact, this house was bigger, if you ask me, than my father's house. It said $25,000. I was so lost. I thought that's just how much she wanted to give us the house for. But like I said, I didn't have the money. I was a company driver at Detmar Logistics, so I couldn't just come up with the money. You know, I could work, but I couldn't just. Even if I made $2,000 a week, it would still take me a minute to build that up. Let me see if I can get this open. Got that big boy. Nice good boat, grade A boat, not stripped. Don't see nothing wrong with it. Don't smell bad, nothing like that. I don't know if this top just popped right over. I don't know if this thing just pops up open. Let me get something, see if I can pry it open. I don't know if this thing is just gonna bust open. Oh shit. Well, I know I look stupid, but the motherfucker open now. Okay, well, I was expecting an explosion, but I put my hand on it and when it's open now. Well, nothing came out. See a gasket, it's got a gasket. Gasket look perfect though. Gasket look perfect. Definitely wouldn't replace that. Well, I don't know. The gasket looked perfect, but I don't know how thin the gasket's supposed to be. So, I mean, it's just a thin black gasket. I don't know if y'all can see that on camera if it's gonna focus or not, but black gasket around here. Like I said, it looks like it's in good condition. I gotta remember that this is on that side. All right. Fluid look perfect in here, but I don't see a filter in here. I do not want to pull this up because I don't know if it's connected to something at the bottom. I'll show y'all the inside. I'm not familiar with this. I don't think it's a filter in there, but the fluid in there look perfect. Show y'all what we're working with. So we got this spring coming up, and we got this purple fluid. Fluid look perfect though. I do not see no filter in there. I mean, it could be a situation where I just needed a new gasket, and maybe the gasket itself was bad. What y'all think? Y'all think it's something in there? Let me see if it's hot. I'll stick my finger in there and feel around. Back to the story. Why build, you know, I don't know, bro. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know. I'm saying I thought the filter would just, you know, just pick it up. I don't see nothing, but I'm gonna feel it around in just a second. But back to the story. So I'm not knowing this house is $25,000. I'm living in a $25,000 house. What I'm getting at is, if before we moved into this house, if my ex would have said, hey, you know, my sister got a $25,000 house we could stay in, you know what I probably would have said? I ain't staying in no $25,000 house. That house trash. I ain't even seen the house. That house trash. I wouldn't dare. I would never. She'll show me the house just because I know in my head it's 25,000. I'll be looking on Google Maps. I mean, ain't nobody staring this trash. Hell is you talking about? That's how I would be. But because I didn't know, I'm there a whole year. A whole year. Got people coming over, people staying over. Ain't nobody at all knowing this is 25,000 house. Everybody happy, I'm happy. Anyways, $25,000 house. Did it need rehabbing? We could have probably put some new cabinets in the kitchen. Maybe some new windows. I think the roof. Well, yeah, the roof did need to be replaced. Not when we lived there, but it was starting to leak up in the attic. But you know, I noticed when you look on Google Maps, whoever lived there now, they put a new roof on. So I guess it was starting to be to the point to where it needed a new roof. But new roof, I can get that put on. I can drive a truck. I get roof money like that. That ain't no problem. I'm not a McDonald's worker. I'm not trying to save up $725 every week to get a roof. Shit. Anyways, man, so we move on to the next new house, the brand new house, the Lady Grace Shoe Shine. Brand new. House was built in 2018. I moved in 2018. The house was $130,000. Brand new, just been built, fresh construction, the whole entire street, fresh construction. And in order to live in this house, you gotta make $70,000 or more dollars, okay? Because you gotta make 3 times the income, 3 times the rent. The rent was about it was either $1,300 or $1,350, one of them two. You times that by 3, that's how much you gotta make a month. You times that by a year, it's like $70,000. So everybody in the neighborhood, you know, I guess it's upper class, whatever. Well, I think at the time that was considered upper class. Now everything below 100,000, that's lower class. But shit, at one time that was a middle class, upper class, all that. But I was living at that house. My neighbor, he worked at FedEx, and we had a lease drive on the end. It was 3 truck drivers, all on the same street. Everybody cool with each other. The house was 130. I didn't feel no different between this new house and the old house. I was more upset that I didn't have this $25,000 to own the house, the first house. That's what I was upset about. Why? Because the $400 and the $1,300 rent, neither one of them affected me. You know, I didn't have no problem with that. Well, so I thought. When I was paying $400 in rent, I was a company driver, so I didn't really think about it. It wasn't until I put that flat top, started leasing that on 1845 Oilfield Services, and I got my cash flat top paying Mr. Charlie's $1,300 rent. And what made me upset about it was not that I was paying $1,300. It's when Bank of America every month was sending me like I don't know what you call it. This anytime you make a mortgage, well, I can't because they don't do it to us. But he had it set that with every month Bank of America had sent like an itemized deduction of the house. We could see how much he owed on this house, which was $600. His mortgage was $600, rent for us was $1,300, and every month that we gave him rent, Bank of America would show him paying the freaking, the note on the freaking house. Is this hot? No, it's not hot. Shit, I hope I got something to get this off. It should come right off. I don't think it's going to be permanent. Let me find me something. Got me a little rag. This will work for right now. Oh, it's cold. I think it is a filter in there. Feel like one of them like stainless steel type filters in there. But shit. Me not being a mechanic, bro, I don't want to pull this up and it screws in the bottom or something. You know what I think? I should have drained this out some kind of way. That's where it is, yeah. That's where it is. Because I can't see inside of it. I would have to drain the fluid down. Then I can see what's going on in there. And here's this screw right here. What the screw right here do? Crescent wrench. I bet you I could turn that and drain it. Y'all think that's where I can drain it at? I may forget what I was telling y'all, but give me a second. So lived in a $130,000 house. I'm trying to see if I can find some. Oh, y'all can't even see what the hell I'm trying to turn. It's just a little nut at the bottom that I may or may not got the tools to turn this. But I was just as happy in that $25,000 house as I was in the $130,000 house. My neighbors, okay, they made $70,000 or more. Assuming they still got their job, really, you know, really not really, but when I lived in a $25,000 house, everybody on the street still worked. They still worked. They just didn't have maybe these $70,000 plus jobs, but they still worked. They went to work every day. All my neighbors, you know, I had my next door neighbor. She was probably like 50 years old. She got up, she went to church every Sunday. She invited us. She drove a nice car. She still live in that house, the white house to the right. So if you're looking at on 1322 College Street, the house to the right of us, you got that. There's one house to the right, and then the interstate. That lady right there, she still live there because she owned the house. Then you had our neighbor to the left. I think it's a gate around that house. Both of them houses are nice, okay? I don't know what their houses go for, but I think this right here do it. Man, if you do this wrong, man, I'm gonna have to call the mobile mechanic to come fix this shoe shine. I really don't even want to mess with this, but I'm just hoping it. I don't even know if this actually turned or not. This ain't the right tool to turn this. This right here may eat up the ain't no good idea. I don't know if that actually turns. That's not a good idea to turn that. Okay. I need a video on this. I would actually say it would be safer for me to take the hose off. Oh well, in y'all cases y'all can't see it. See this hose up front? Well, not that one, but the one at the bottom. It would be better for me to just turn that and just undo that and drain this out. But I'm gonna have to watch I'm gonna try to find a video on this, or if one of y'all know how to do this, if y'all, you know, do a video, send it to me. But as of right now, I'm kind of stuck right there. I honestly think that I should probably just replace this seal and see if that helps. Gotta put the spring again the correct way. Where gloves go? Well, at least I know how to open it. It seemed pretty easy. I just gotta figure out the rest. Alright, that screw went straight through, that's good. Just sitting there. There you go. Oh shit, it ain't even going in. Might have turned this the wrong way. Okay, let me do it that way. Oh shit, yeah, I was turning it the wrong way, my bad. Wrong direction. Alright. Damn, I didn't mean to turn that. Alright, that's good. I just gotta put it all the way down. Okay, I know I can do it. I just need to watch a video. Plus, I don't have to field this Sunday anyway. But even if I just learned 50% of the way of what to do, that's still an accomplishment for the day. Cause when I learn how to change this, however long it's supposed to be changed every 25,000 miles, best believe I'm gonna have that shoe shine out, have a new filter in there. So I know how to take off these hydraulic hoses if need be. I got the tools already, you know. Back to the story. Let me go ahead and just tighten this all the way down. It's on there nice and tight. Could be a situation where it wasn't all the way down. Maybe the boat wasn't all the way down and it was coming off the top. I won't strip it now. That's good enough. If it starts leaking more, then I'll tighten it some more. But what I'm getting at is, I have never lived in a house that costs more than $130,000. That's what I'm getting at. My father's house, $75,000 back when they bought it. The house in 1322 College Street, $25,000. Y'all can go on Zillow.com and see how much it sold for. I'll do it for you. Matter of fact, on my phone. I can't remember. I don't know if they bought it for 25. It might have been 32. Let me see. Zillow.com. Oh, one of y'all asked me about my do-rag situation. Y'all said, do I got a bad haircut? No, I don't have a haircut. Yeah, I don't have no haircut, nothing like that. Oh, speaking of impressing dudes, okay, listen to me, from black guys. Yeah, I got to talk to my black people. I understand Andrew's broken, poor, and down bad. Okay, but I'm trying to keep y'all impressed. So I went on Shein and all these Chinese websites, and I got like 100 pair of shirts just to impress you guys. Okay, so I know when I come work on the truck and go to the gym, I'ma still wear my Amazon shirts, but I'm gonna switch it up just to impress you guys. Okay, I'm telling you, they all look good. I got brand new shirts and pants, and I got everything just to impress you. Okay, and I see Big War, he buying new shirts. Every video we got to put on a new shirt. Cause you know it's part of doing business, to impress you. Guys, I'm trying to impress the men, not the ladies. The ladies impress. You know what the ladies impress? They impressed about this business talk. They impressed about me talking about this housing. Matter of fact, one of them was just riding with me last night. I was trying to explain to her how broken poor I was. I said, damn, what you riding in my car for? I'm broke, I'm poor, I live with my mama. She said, Andrew, I know broken poor. I talk to broken poor niggas all the time, and you ain't one of them. I said, what? I said, what about me say I ain't broken poor? I can't figure it out yet, man. These ladies, I don't know, something about these ladies, they think I got some money. I'm broke. Shit. No, yeah, it's true. I got the opportunity to go out there starting tomorrow on Monday, and by Friday, I can have $4,000 with a drive in. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I get low down at freaking down there in Florida, 2,500. Like 300 in fuel, 400 in fuel. Might have to dead here to Georgia, from Georgia, take your ass up to PA. I don't know what's the miles on that from Georgia to PA. That's 700. I don't know. I never done that before, but let's just say $1,800 or something, because I don't know. That ain't my lane, so I don't know. But I know how much Florida. Fuck who that is. Oh, train coming through. Y'all get the idea. That's what's going on, you see? That's what's going on. All y'all men that wanna know. What I'm getting at is, if I ain't never lived in no house past 130,000, why in the hell am I over here trying to find this great W-2 job to qualify for this $200,000+ house that I ain't never stayed in. I've been on earth, you know, X amount of years. Don't worry about how long I've been on. I've been on X amount of years, 20+ years. Ain't never done it. Don't need to do it today. Yeah, don't need to do it today. So let me go and find my $25,000 house that fits up, $50,000, $60,000. Cause that goal seems way more easier and quicker and faster than trying to pay Mr. Charlie 30 years. The house was $250, but you know, by the time 30 years is over, $1 million. Oh, okay. Okay. 30 years, $1 million. 50,000. Probably gonna have this shit by May of next year when school get out. Matter of fact, school starting next week for everybody, you know, high school, middle school, elementary. By the time they getting out for graduation in May, you could be buying a house, cash. Will people hate you if you owned your house? What if I would have bought the $25,000 house? What if Justin didn't show me the $15,000 flat top? Let's run through that scenario. He didn't show me the $15,000 flat top. I got all this cash in the bank. I'm running. Ex-girlfriend or sister. Her sister come up to us, selling the house y'all living in, $25,000. Oh, really? Okay, I got that in the bank. Here's the money. Boom, right there. Now I'm a homeowner at freaking, how old was I? Early 20s. I don't remember the age, man. Early 20s. I think 20, 23, maybe 23, somewhere right now. Shit, because that was in 2017. I got my CDL in 2015, so 23 years old, I'm a homeowner. Okay, cool. So, instead of 2018, me renting Mr. Charlie house, well, we'll just say 2019. 2019, I get the flat top, boom. And then, you know, later in life, I get the authority, I still got these 3 trucks. Would you guys be impressed now that I'm not I'm a homeowner? No, you wouldn't be impressed. You know what you'd be talking about? You'll be talking about the slave house. Yeah, just like you did the Jason. What's his name, Jason? Jason Sunshine? Just like it was Jason's house, but yeah, you live in the little shack, the little slave house. I remember that. That's what you guys would be talking about. That's what you'll be talking about. Man, you live in that little shack over there in the hood of South Memphis, man. They shooting, killing, stabbing. Ain't nobody got shot, stabbed, and killed nowhere in that neighborhood I live in. But that's what you'll be talking about. That's what you'll be talking. You wouldn't be impressed. You ain't gonna be impressed until, well, you ain't bought no mansion. You ain't got a second house. You ain't got a third house. Well, I need to take that home and charge it. No, you wouldn't be impressed. That's what I'm getting at. You're not gonna be impressed then, now, before, or after, or ever. You're never gonna be impressed. So don't live life trying to impress a truck driver. Because a truck driver is not gonna be impressed. Why? Because they're in an industry that's so negative, so detrimental to life. An industry where majority of the truck drivers have no goals. This is their house inside of here. That's where they live. You live in now. You live in now. You gonna get unalived in now. And if you don't want to own nothing, when the ambulance come pull your body out, you won't own anything. Or if whoever actually own the truck don't want you to live in that no more, and you step out, I don't know where you're gonna go from there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. See, it's best for me to do what makes sense for me, not what makes sense to you. What makes sense to you ain't gonna make it. It just only makes sense to you. I know rates, you know, $1.50, $1.40, all that's perfect. But when you ain't got a goal, it don't even matter if rates were $30 a mile. What does it matter? If you don't have a goal and you getting $30 a mile, guess what you're gonna come away with? Nothing. How do I know? We done been here, done that. 2020. Man, we making $5,000 over here via truck. Every week it's $5,000. Every week, like clockwork. I mean, 5 over here, 5 over here, 5 over here. I ain't seen a tricycle come from anything. Matter of fact, there was only one person. I don't know, you know, I don't know if dude was white. I don't know what he was. The guy that was buying all them drive-in trailers because he knew it was gonna fall apart. Started his own authority, you know, got away from VL trucking. He stopped making videos though. Like I said, I don't know if he was white, I don't know what he was, but I seen him come away with a whole lot from VL trucking. Why? Because he had a goal. You with $5,000 every week, that was no goal. So, well, you know, what does it matter? But if you said, hey, well, man, you know, I got a goal, man. I just want to give me a $10,000 car. Oh, well, you know, okay, well, I'm making $5,000 a week, 5, 10. Man, I can have me a $10,000 car in 2 weeks. Now you got your car. Damn, they got them houses down south, $50,000, man. Man, damn, I'm over here making $5,000. Man, about 2 months, that house could be mine. Let me just ride this truck. Now I'm ready to ride 5,000 miles a week. Because I got a purpose and some motivation. But when you ain't got no goal, shit. Make sure we still got something on this damn dipstick. Okay, it's still full. I think the filter is halfway in. It feel like one of them not can, but like well, you could say the can style filter, but I think this got to be drained in order for me to twist whatever's in here to take it off. I just need to see a video to make sure that's the case, because I don't know. And y'all let me know where y'all drain this thing at. Do you drain it at the bottom, or do you take out the holes, or what's going on with that? Or do I need something to suck it out the top? We made some progress, okay. Man, I'm pretty much done for the day. That was the only thing I was coming here for. The oil straight, the coolant straight, the truck ready to go tomorrow. The rest of this is straight. I ain't. There's nothing else to it, man. Oh, that's what I need to do. I got a spare belt. That's what I need to check and see. Spare belt. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, I'm gonna get another one of these belts. Yeah, I'm gonna get another one of these belts. Put the new belt on, lead us for backup. This goes around the alternator, the water pump, and the AC compressor. Change out that belt. Other than that, I gotta pick up a belt tomorrow, just so I can have a spare belt in case that one pop off. But yeah, man. See, back to not having a goal. I got another spot to put y'all. I know y'all tired of this angle. When you don't have a goal, you gonna feel like you're wasting time in this truck, and you are wasting time in this truck. Because my thing is, for people that don't have a goal, why not just go get a regular job, get you an apartment, or live with somebody, rent a room, whatever the case is, and just live a normal life? Why live in here? Why live in this little jail cell? I'm living regular life right now. Just regular life. Hang out with people. I got friends. I got women friends I hang out with. I go to the club, you party, and do everything. So when you ain't got no goal, might as well. But when a good goal comes up, man, damn, they got them houses for $50,000. Shit, man, I still got that cash truck with that 12.7. Oh man, let's go get the money right quick. Yeah, let's go get the money. Then you buy the house, okay, you get it fixed all up. Then what comes after that? I don't even know. I don't even know what comes after that. It may be, well, damn, I always wanted that Corvette. We can finance that though. We can finance, cause we own the house. We own the house. We own multiple vehicles. We can just finance the Corvette. Just pay them $400-500 a month, whatever they want. But then comes what comes next? Well, shit, we could try to get a second house. Okay, let's get back in the truck, get a second house. But then, damn, that may only take 6 months if you just going with $50,000 homes. Then eventually comes into, oh man, maybe I ain't got no retirement. Okay, let's hop in the truck and just take all the freaking income and just dump it into the stock market. Which, let me explain to y'all, company drivers. I'm with the Loves, okay? I'm with the Loves Transportation. Is that what they were called? No, Gemini. I knew they was gonna fire me from day one, and I honestly thought they were gonna fire me if I got on DB's channel and did any type of interview. I thought that was when they were gonna fire me, but I knew eventually when they figured out that I did YouTube, they were gonna fire me, so I didn't expect to stay long. Every check they gave me, I would say about 80% of it, I was buying NVIDIA stock. Why? Because I was watching Richard Fain, learning about the stock market, putting my checks over there, okay? Just putting checks over there for the little bit of time that I was there, okay? That money was made last year. NVIDIA stock didn't went up. The checks that I hear, go with flies and shit. Hold on now. Anyways, if you was making $1,500 take home, you were buying NVIDIA, let's say $100 a share, for example. Everything you put in, NVIDIA went up to $170 now. So, boy, this flyer is really on me, huh? Trying to figure out how to break it down. You was buying at $100 a share. It's now $170, okay? That's a 70% increase. So if your check was $1,500, you add 70% onto it. The work that you did for $1,500 is now worth not $3,000. $3,000 would be 100%, but I don't got a calculator. 20, maybe $2,400. You know, your $1,500 checks is $2,400 plus your tax already came out. So if you're a W-2 driver, think of something like that. I know y'all get in the comments, y'all ask me about Andrew, you know, stocks this, stock this. Guys, ETF. You don't got to do, look, ETF, just get an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. That's all you gotta do. But to answer y'all question, which individual companies, how do you know which individual company to invest in? Number one, they gotta be making revenue that grows over time, okay? NVIDIA, the revenue grows over time. They come out with products just like Apple, okay? Let's take Apple for example, because y'all don't know nothing about NVIDIA. Apple, their revenue grows over time. How do they grow their revenue over time? They come out with new products. They start with the first iPhone, then the second iPhone. Now they on iPhone 13 or 16 or 15. They constantly grow revenue. Year after year, they just grow revenue. Walmart. Every time you walk in Walmart, they steady selling. How do they grow revenue? They just steady putting up new Walmarts. Every time Mr. Charlie put up some type of apartment complex, here come Walmart. Here come the Walmart. Over around the corner some damn well. Walmart is an excellent company to invest in, but what I'm telling you, so you don't have to be the expert, just get an ETF. Let BlackRock be the expert. Let Vanguard be the expert. Fidelity, Charles Schwab. Let them be the expert. Anyways, yeah, man, just make sure you gotta go, man. I heard what PA said about how he was just driving his truck just to get on the live. See, that's when you ain't got no goal. That's the same goal Lottie Dottie had. He just didn't know it. Yeah, we could change all that up. He just need to get around the right people. That's all. PA's situation is just, he just need to get around the right people. Shit, he come around me, he won't be talking about nothing about no unalive. Shoot, hey, hold on now. We need to be trying to figure out how we gonna get this $50,000 house. Well, man, I ain't never saved up that much. Around them folks you ain't. You come around me, yeah, now we gonna save up that much. Nah, we gonna save up that much. What we gotta do to save it? First thing we gotta do is get away from working for free and not defeat. See, like right now, his first week, he gotta run for free. Over here, our first week, we don't run for free. We don't do nothing for free around here. When I come to change this fluid or look at it, I didn't do this for free. I'm getting paid to do this. I'm getting paid to be here. That's why I'm always filming. Shit, I don't do nothing for free around here. Only for the feet.